And it's really been a great journey all through the year 2024. We started the year with our 5 years plans and goal. And thereafter, we went into um, the race framework, which is looking at your attitude, your competence, and your execution. Afterwards, we started looking at why leaders fail in their leadership responsibilities. After that, we started the book. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. And we concluded that last Sunday. And today, I felt after 6 months of we looking at the topic on our 5 year goals and plan, it is important for us to review where are we as a date. I am one who strongly believe in always having a review of our activities to see are we progressing, are there areas of improvement, because as much as we don't check ourselves, as much as we don't even consider what has been the plan, we might kind of lose guard. And it's so important that we get ourselves continuously focused, and which is the reason why we are having the part 2 of your plan, your 5 years plan and goals. I'm going to encourage everyone, for the sake of bandwidth, kindly mute and also kindly go off video. For those joining on Zoom, kindly go off video. It will really help us. Thank you so much, so that we can use more, we can manage the bandwidth. By way of introduction, I am, as I said, in January 7 precisely, 6 months ago, we started, we looked at the part 1 of this. And in the part 1, just want to share my screen quickly. We consider the reason why it is important for us to plan. For those on Zoom, you have access to my materials. But for those on WhatsApp, please, you just listen, and I will continue to request that we stay mute. It will really help us. And by way of introduction, I just want to spend the next 20 minutes thereabout to go through what we went through in the part 1 of this series of our 5-year plan. Now, the fact of life remains that if you have no plan, if you are living with no purpose, I can tell you that there is less that you would be able to achieve in life. So by way of introduction, I said, do you even have a dream? Do you even have a goal in life? What is your vision? What are your aspirations? What are your purpose? And I did mention that you can't plan and set goals if you don't even know where you are going and how to get there. One of the fundamental challenges I have seen in life, and particularly from us coming from Africa, is this problem. Many of us, and it's not our fault, many of us, we grew up in an environment, we grew up with families, we never saw our parents having a plan. So many of us came from a very poor and humble background, and we are not ashamed of our background. So many of us we went to schools, and our schools never our lecturers were so theoretical. They weren't practical, they weren't futuristic. You couldn't even see your lecturer's life, you couldn't see your teacher's life, and you want to become like them. You kind of feel pity about them. So every systems and environment that you have gone through in the course of your life, particularly within your first 20 to 30 years, had not given you an opportunity to know the value for life. And this is why we are looking at how to set plans in our life. And my encouragement this evening to everyone is, by the time we end the section today, I'm going to do 2 things. One, I am going to share again the part 1 of this, which is the initial section we had on January 7, and I'm going to beg everyone, please listen to it. There is so much. I didn't know the depth of the content until I went back over it the last 1 week. And man, it's an eye-opener to me. I can't tell you the level of what I've been learning, the impact it has been making on me as an individual, and I'm going to encourage you, please. I am just going to scan through the part 1 of this, but you would have to take the time, listen to it, and listen to the part 2 section again, and you are going to be able to understand the value of setting a plan. There are a lot of people I follow. There are a lot of organizations and systems that have 10 years plan, that have 20 years plan. Now, the only reason we are focusing on 5 years plan is that, for me, I believe in starting small. I believe in starting, because if you have never set a plan in your life, and now we are asking you for 10 years, it might be too much. It might cause distraction. You may not even understand. But one of the things I have seen, and over time you're going to see it, those people that set plans, research have shown in many cases that for those that have set plans 5-10 years ago, go check the records, they probably achieve 50 to 70% of those plans, as against those that never set plans. So in the part 1, I said, can I be honest with you? Your academic excellence cannot give you success and fulfillment in life without a clear vision for your life and future. Spirituality, such as praying and fasting, cannot solve it. I was speaking to one of us, one of our big sisters. She's also here. Just this afternoon, we were discussing, and she was telling me the value and the benefits this mentorship. The way she was saying it, I was just feeling humbled. I will be honest with you all. Humbled this afternoon, and she was telling me how this engagement, this mentorship has helped her, because she has seen, and I'm using her words, that some of our problems we feel is prayers. I will be honest with you, many of our challenges are not prayers. Whether you're a Muslim on this platform, whether you're a Christian, no matter your religion, our fundamental problem is first the choices we make. And I ask every one of us, if you are into building, or you are close to people that build, or you are in an environment or in a capital city like Maputo, like Accra, Abuja City, and other city centers, there is what we call a 3D drawing. Every building constructions, they design the 3D drawing. And what is the essence of that? The 3D drawing is to give you a pictorial view of your desired house. You have not built it, but you have already known where the bedroom is going to be. You have already known the size of your toilet. You have already known the painting you want. You've already designed. The 3D drawing shows you the pictorial view, even though you are not seeing it in reality, but that the picture of that makes you feel that someday you are going to be in that house. And that is how you must see your future. That is how we must be able to see our tomorrow. So if you say 5 years is too long, I'm telling you the truth, it's never too long. Just be honest with yourself. When did you get, sometimes ago you celebrated your 20 years birthday. Sometimes ago you celebrated your 30 years birthday. Sometimes ago you celebrated your 35 years birthday. Imagine the next 5 years. It's just going to fly like a breeze. I'm being honest to us. But how you use it is extremely critical. Therefore, I said, if you don't have a clear vision for your life and no sense of direction, then there is no need to plan. It will be useless, and don't blame anyone on your current conditions. Don't tell us that it is your parent. Don't tell us it is your background. Don't tell us it is your location. It's because you're not in America or because you're not in UK. It's a lie. Every situation you find yourself now and the next 5 years, it has to do with you. Particularly, we have very young people on this platform, and I am intentional inviting them on this because many of us, we took the bold step in in identifying and restructuring our lives by ourselves. And for those of you that are young here, don't take this engagement lightly. I mean, you may be in your early 20s. Imagine yourself the next 5 years and start envisioning and putting your plans down. It is very critical. Now, in that part 1, I also did mention that, and please, for those joining, I'm going to encourage us again, kindly mute. I don't want you to get us distracted. Please, thank you. Suggested areas to plan for the next 5 years. In that part 1, I will quickly run through them. I said because one of the problems I have seen is that people don't even know what to plan. People do not even understand why do they need to plan. That's the challenge I have seen. And I said here that for us to plan, it is extremely critical that when you plan for continuous learning and improvement in the areas of your core competence, your attitude and your execution to achieve great results in the next 5 years. You need to plan for the areas of your competence. Where is your strength? Where are your strengths? You know it than anybody. You know the areas that people say, man, you are good on this. You are good on that. You are good on this. You may have a good talent of speaking. You may have a good talent of singing. You may have a good talent of writing. You may have a good talent of supporting, of service, of engagement, of communication. Identify your competence area and improve on it in the next 5 years. Identify the areas of attitude within you that you need to work upon. Every one of us, including myself, we are not perfect. We overreact. There are some of our attitudes that are bad. We need to work on identify, be humble enough to get sincere feedbacks from people about your attitude and improve upon them. Some of us, our challenge is our execution plan. We don't have the ability to execute. You can put a great plan, you can discuss a great thing, you can talk about it, but implementation is a problem. Procrastination has been our challenge. So one thing you must plan for the next 5 years is your attitude, your competence, and your execution. And if you need more about this, go check the race framework. We've discussed that earlier this year, and you can reach out to me. I'm happy to share that with you. There is so much to learn from that. Number 2 area to plan quickly is plan to increase your value. Plan to be an impact to people. Plan to be an impact to your organization and to your business. You know, I was speaking to someone again. The person was telling me that when I check my life, I ask, who am I impacting? How can I impact people? You know, the person said every time they connect to this mentorship, they began to know that there are areas in their lives that they need to improve. They need to impact. You must know who to impact. You must know the value that you must create. Every one of us here, please be a value creator. Don't, and the video I sent earlier this week, talked about this. The need for you to add value in your environment, whether in business, so this is a place for you to consider in the next 5 years. The number 3, plan for your financial discipline life with avoidance of waste and non-value added activities. Please, many of us, our challenge is that we are failing to plan towards a disciplined financial life. Many today, you buy this, tomorrow you buy that, no control. That has been our biggest challenge. Don't tell me that, if you cannot identify your needs as against your wants, you would always have this challenge. No matter the level of your income, if you cannot at least save 20% of your income, no matter the level, you cannot have a growing future. I'm being honest to you. No matter your income level, set a financial discipline life. I will give you people a quick example. When we came here, we needed an internet that also has, we wanted to have internet in our home. And there is this platform, TV Cable, that also has DSTV and internet, and we connected to it. And because we wanted English, and when we engaged them, they said, "Oh, you have to have the highest premium for you to have English, because the other premiums are in Portuguese." And we've been paying 8,000 Metacash. 8,000 Metacash is over $100 for that package over the last 6, 7 months. And just this month, myself and my wife, we were just talking and we said, look, we don't even watch these things. I can't remember the last time I sat on the television. It's just because of the children, and the internet definitely has been what we use. And we said, okay, why don't we downgrade? Why don't we cut this cost? Let them give us whatever package, even if it's a lower package that has the Portuguese. Let the children even use the opportunity to listen. And moreover, they don't even watch their programs on cartoons every time because of their schools and other events. And surprisingly, we reduced that cost from 8,000 to 3,000, including internet, and we did a package, a small market, and every cartoon was in English. It was in English. So you can imagine a savings of close to $100 for making for making this decision. If you check your life today, everyone here, please listen to me. If you check your life today, there is something that you can cut costs. Every one of us today, there is something you can reduce your cost and set, and because it's a non-value added activities, and develop a financial discipline life. The next point, plan for new friends with value to add to your life. Please, the next 5 years, don't joke with it. Your network is critical. Your new plan for new friends. Create friends every day. Today, I made 2 new friends in church. Every time I look for opportunities to create friends, I walk to people. I tell them I want to be a friend to you because I understand the value of relationships and friends. I understand it. And also end your toxic relationships. Relationships that don't add value to you. Friends that are of benefit. Please be bold enough in the next 5 years to end it. People that have nothing to add. Today, you are the one trying to satisfy them. You are the one making all the sacrifice. They are not ready to sacrifice. Then what value is that friendship on? There are friends you must end, and there are new friends you must start for the next 5 years. So I'm giving you a broader perspective, but as I said, the recording for the part 1 has more details on this. So please, it's important you listen to it. The next one, plan for your spiritual life with God. This is very important. I will be honest with us. You cannot continue living without identifying the place of God in your life, no matter your religion. Life is spiritual before it is physical. Place the value of God in your life for the next 5 years and all through your life. Don't live a life with no purpose. Don't live a life without God. You wake up every day, there is nothing guiding you. You are just living like any other person. No. Plan to have great relationship with your God. It is extremely important. The next one, plan for your future and family. Please, your family is critical. Your children, your wife, your relations, they are important. Have them in your plan. Think of where you want to go with your family. Think of what you need to do. Please, it is extremely important for you to do this. The next point, plan for people you intend to help financially on a yearly basis. Please, don't live life for you and you only. If you are living for just you are not living a purposeful life. So I'm giving you areas so that you can open up yourself towards the planning aspect. Plan for who you want to help. Don't just live life and you are just living every of your resources. You don't have one person that you are helping or impacting. No. It may not be your family member. Help the person. I am here in Mozambique by the grace of God, myself and my family. We are helping people. We don't know them from anywhere, and I don't care to know them. Please develop a plan to help people financially. The next plan for the next 5 years, your health and your body fitness is critical. If you will plan, no matter your ambitions, please plan for your health. I listened to something just this evening and it turned me on. He said, I was listening to Mensa Otabi, one of the most great pastors in Ghana, and apart from, is a great leader. He said that many of us, our problem, we feel that there are generational causes. He said there are no generational causes. Many of us, the reason you begin to have the sickness of your father, the sickness of your mother. So when you go to the hospital, they ask you, did your father have high blood pressure? Did your mother have diabetes? The reason is not because it is generational. No, it is because you are living a pattern. Your father kept eating carbohydrate. You also, you are eating carbohydrate. Your father kept marrying. You also marry more women. So the pattern of your father, the pattern of your mother, you are replicating it. And definitely their sickness will catch up on you. So one of the things we must work on is our body fitness for the next 5 years. Don't think of making all the money and every day you're going to the hospital. Think about your exercise. As busy as my schedules is, today even, I have gone out for 2 hours work, 2-hour work before coming to this mentorship class. You can set it no matter how busy you are. The next point, please plan for your audacious goals with no limit. Please, if you don't have a goal, follow me. Please come closer to me. Let your goals think beyond your capacity. Think beyond. Stop limiting yourself. Stop using your head to calculate. No, I'm not saying you shouldn't count your costs. I'm not saying you shouldn't be, your goals should not be specific and measurable, but there are times you need to challenge yourself that, no, I want to move to the next level. I want to do this. So set a bigger level dream and then work towards achieving it. It is very important. Then in that same part 1, we also covered how do you set an effective goal for and your plan for 2024. As much as 5-year plan is good, it's good to start looking at it on a yearly basis. And I said in that, and I got this from one of my mentors, he said, you must know what must be done in 2024. So what do you have on the table to do in 2024? Everyone here. What do you have for 2024 that must be done? We are now in June. Have you achieved it? If you have not achieved it, what are the plans? Please, you must write what must be done in 2024. You must also have what should be done. So your must is a top priority, then followed by your should be done. Should be done can be anything that you think, oh, if I have an opportunity, I will also do this. But there is a must. So a must be done, a should be done. Then what can you do in 2024? Are you ready to learn another skills? Are you ready to learn? What stop you from learning another thing? What can be done in 2024? Then what is your desire in 2024? What do you desire to do? If you structure your plans in this category, I'm telling you, you will have something to write. No matter how young you are, no matter how old you are, there is no lateness in setting a plan. We've talked so much on this platform about Colonel Sanders, the founder of KFC. He founded KFC after he retired as a military colonel. When he retired as a military colonel in the US, he wasn't known. He wasn't famous. Nobody knew about him. But at age 60, at retirement, he thought of opening a franchise called KFC. And KFC is a global brand today. A global brand. So your age is never your limitation in setting your goals. It has to do with you. Now, we are done with the part 1. As I encourage, please listen to it. We are going into today's section. Today, we are looking at in setting our 5 years plan. I want us to look at it from the other angle. Reasons why people may not achieve their 5-year plans and goals. Now, some of you on this platform, you may not even have put down your plans. But at times, it is also good to understand what could even be the challenge. If you put those plans, what might limit you? And the reason I'm sharing all of these is for those that have their plans, you might understand, or you should be able to understand what could hinder you so that you plan and avoid it. That's the reason. You have to plan and avoid that. And for those of you that you are yet to put on your plan, you have to do that today or sometimes during the week. And also you go through these reasons why you will not achieve that in the next 5 years. And next 5 years, we're talking about 2029. We're talking about 2029. And I'm saying it. This is, I am so confident the next 5 years of every one of us, everyone here, you will be amazed. Earlier this week, I was being engaged, and I was telling some group yesterday that we were engaged in a mentorship section, and there was this question: what is our greatest fear? And people were talking about their greatest fear. Somebody said, my greatest fear is my retirement in the next 3 years. Somebody said, my greatest fear is I lose my family. And they came to me, and honestly, I'm being honest to you all, I don't have a fear. My greatest fear is who I become in the next 5 years. I told them, I said, I am scared of who I am going to be in the next 5 years because I know that as long as I maintain my consistency, I will be too high, too great in my ambitions in life. So I am even scared of where I'm going the next 5 years. And when I mean scared, I'm not scared of achieving it, but rather I am wondering, the level I will be. Why? Because there is an intention, there is a passion. There is a daily passion on me, on everything I want to achieve. And I'm still not there yet. I am engaging the right contacts. I am meeting the right people. I am engaging the right networks on daily basis. I am opening and unlocking doors for opportunities because I know what the next 5 years is. So the first reason why many people may not achieve their 5-year plan is, one of the main reasons people may not achieve their 5-year plan is lack of direction and purpose in life. If you lack direction and purpose in life, then the only difference between you and a dead person is only your breath. Many people have no future and do not even feel bothered about it. Many are living like a time bomb, ready to explode anytime. Today, they are in Maputo. Tomorrow, they are in Accra. Another time, they're in another location. No purpose, no direction. Many are living life with no coordinates and direction. Your lack of clear purpose and vision in life could be the reason why you can't achieve any goals. So please, for you to achieve your goals, have a clear direction and have a clear purpose in life. Very critical. Number two. Number two reason why people may not achieve their 5-year plan, when they lack clarity and setting unrealistic goals. Sometimes people set vague or unrealistic goals, which makes it difficult to create a clear plan of action. To increase your chances of success, make sure your goals are specific. Make sure your goals are measurable. Make sure your goals are achievable. Make sure your goals are relevant. Make sure your goals are time-bound. These are very, very important, please. Have a smart goals. Don't just set goals anyhow. There is a need for you to break your big goals into smaller pieces. And you need to know what is required to accomplish it. Now, I put a simple example. I say, imagine someone that has never been involved in school administration and teaching. That person has never been a principal, has not gone through the rudiment of any administrative or school leadership or being managing school. And all of a sudden, that person tells you that before December 2024, the person wants to have a crèche. The person wants to have a primary school or a grade level school, depending on your location. And the person wants to have a secondary and a high level before December 2024. And you now ask the person, have you put in a plan? Is there a plan? Is there like, have you been planning this? He said, oh, I'm just starting now in June. In June, you want to have a crèche. You want to have a grade level class or primary school. You want to have a high level, my brother, my sister. That's the challenge where many people are feeling it. They set unrealistic goals. No plan, no purpose. Please make sure you avoid that. Set clear goals. Let it align to your passion. Let it align to your drive. Be involved. Don't allow your parents set your goals for you. Don't allow your mentor set your goals for you. Your mentor cannot live your life. He can only guide you. As best as I may be to you, I can only guide you. I can't set your goals for you. Never allow anybody. You should be responsible in setting your goals, not anybody. Another challenge in that is also procrastination. Many will tell you, I will do it today, I will do it tomorrow. That has been many of our problems. Number 3, failing to build valuable relationships and networks. Now, you will notice in the part 1, we talked about the need. If you want to set your 5-year plan, there is a need for you to have friends and relationships. And now I'm saying that your inability to achieve your goals is because when you fail to build valuable relationship, it might impact your goal. How? What do I mean? Am I saying that people cannot live by themselves? Am I saying that we have to depend on people? Please listen. Remember this. Your network is your net worth. It is people that makes people. God will never make you great in life without connecting people to you. Please go and check your records. Give me one person you know on earth, whether the person is living or dead, that has achieved greatness all by himself or all by herself, without the influence of another person. People are the one that introduce people. People are, that's the value of relationship. That I'm saying this like a crying baby. I know what it takes. I was in my organization in Abuja. It was a relationship that linked me to Ghana to take up a directorship position from an accountant position. Relationship, network. Your network is your network. There was a video I sent earlier, I think sometimes in December, about a guy that designed the Apple, I think the Apple app. Either Apple or Google Store. I can't remember which of the app. And they asked him that would he want to receive a percentage share for designing the Apple app. And he said, no, they should pay him. He wants his money now. Imagine the trend. Imagine how much he got then as compared to him having a 1% investment in Apple till date. How much would he have been earning? Many of us, our biggest problem is we see today. You are not ready to think of tomorrow. So when you meet somebody that is better off, you want to squeeze the person. You want to benefit from the person. I was speaking to, a friend. I don't want to call, is somebody providing me a service. And I was telling the person, I said, listen, please. Relationship is critical. The way you are providing this service to me, I don't like it. We may be at distance, but one network might just help. You don't know where I may recommend to you tomorrow. You don't know. Your relationships are critical. There is an adage in Yoruba language, which is my language. It said, people are your covering clothes. Who are your friends? Who do you have as valuable friends? If you don't, please start having them. If something, we are not praying, you must build relationships and networks. They will help you. Number one area for you to consider your network. How can you build valuable relationship when you are failing to be a value to yourself? So please stop telling people that you need valuable relationship or you are not. When you yourself, you are not creating a value. I said Coke and acid don't mix except you are experimenting them except you are conducting an experiment. Even if it is marriage that connects Coke and acid, that marriage would definitely break up. Why? Because there is no relationship. There is no value that both of them bring. They are serving different purposes. So when you want to build networks, when you want to build valuable relationship, who are you first? Are you also a valuable person that people can rely on? Number two, how can you build valuable relationship if you lack honesty, if you lack integrity, if you are not ready to be held accountable, if you lack the value for excellence and result-oriented? How can you build relationships? It is in your honesty that people will rely on you and build relationship with you. It is as a result of your excellence performance, excellent service. That's how you build relationships and value. My connection to Ghana when I was recommended was not because I am the favorite in that organization. It's as a result of service. It was as a result. What excellent service are you providing today that can link you up to your next opportunity? My movement to Mozambique was to come. Every job opportunity I've gotten the last 8 years, 10 years, is solving problem. They were looking for people to solve problem, and that was how I'm being identified. Your value is key in setting a right network. The next one, how can you build valuable relationship when you don't act maturely and you don't know the right time to act? Many have friends of benefit and they have become beggars just for survival. Many are not, they are just living for survival. You are not ready to set valuable relationship. You are just become a beggar. When you are supposed to keep your network, you are one. People are now, there are people now that when you send them, they send you message. You are not ready to read their messages. You are not ready to pick their calls because they have wasted opportunities. They have wasted a relationship. Don't be one. Don't be one. There have never been anybody that is under that had mentored me. I have had privileges even at a very young age to have worked and be mentored by highly influential and highly class people in military in all levels, but I never took an advantage of them. I was doing my ACC and I was lecturing a colonel and we became very close. I never asked him for a fee. And that relationship is till tomorrow. He's retired now with his family till tomorrow. He was the chairman in my wedding. You see, many things we make, people just make free. You have value for relationship you are not ready for. And I put an example of James' friend. We have a friend now. Just this morning, a colleague called me about a friend. And everybody is complaining that what is happening. This person, the person has developed a system where he will send the person will send a message to like 30 people at the same time among us as friends, asking the same thing. My gas has finished. My water heater has finished. And this person has been doing this for the last 5 years. A friend. Today we had to say, okay, let's create a WhatsApp platform and let's fix this mess. We have done everything. Why? Because the person feels that he is smart, not ready to take responsibility, not ready to value friendships and your network. So everybody is now running away. People are bitter from different angles. Please don't be in that level. Don't get to that survival mood. No matter your situation, no matter, don't live a beggar life. That's why you must plan. That's why the next 5 years is critical for you. That's why you must take the bold step today. It's so important. Your network is critical. The next point. Lack of discipline and focus in life is also another problem that many are having, which has hindered them from achieving their plans and goals. And we are saying this so that you can understand the pitfalls, so that you can understand the challenges and you don't get yourself into those mistakes. So set a disciplined life. Dr. Oluwole said, and I quote, discipline is doing what is required to see what is desired. You require discipline. For you to desire something, there is a requirement that you must be able to put on to have that desire. Discipline is doing what is required to see what is desired. Many are doing shortcuts to make it in life. Shortcut will never make it, give you the opportunity. Discipline is paying the price in order to gain the rise. You want to rise, you must pay the price. And it takes discipline to achieve that. And that is why your 5 years is important. You must set a discipline culture, discipline relationship, discipline focus, discipline yourself. What do I want to achieve? What are my ambitions? Your discipline is critical. For you to gain the rise, you must set the price. Please remain disciplined and focus on your goals. Discipline is saying no to the legitimate, and so that the profitable can say yes to you. I take that again. Discipline, and this is all quote from Dr. Oluwole. Discipline is saying no to the legitimate so that the profitable can say yes to you. You want to be profitable? So some things that are legitimate are not profitable. It may be legitimate. It may be your right, but does it make sense? It is legitimate. It is your right to eat 3 times in a day. Does it make sense? I have come to observe many poor people, they are the ones that eat more than 5 times a day. Go and ask people that are wealthy. By the grace of God, I am in that level of, I'm seeing God is helping us. How many food do we eat? I barely eat a day. If I eat is once a day, good meal I eat once in the afternoon, that's all. But people that don't have, why? Because they lack discipline. You are the one sending them money. We are sending people money, and they will eat morning, they will eat afternoon, they will eat night, they will eat in the midnight, and they will tell you money has finished. Lack of discipline. Lack of discipline. They will eat, they will tell you that they cannot eat food without meat. They will tell you, giving you options. We call them beggars with options. Why? Lack of discipline. So your legitimate right is good, but at times it might not be profitable. An example, it is your legitimate right to sleep 12 hours a day from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. You have the right to do that. You have the right to sleep 8 hours. Your doctor has advised you. That's your legitimate right. But does it make sense for you as a youth, for us as a youth at this age? You are sleeping 8 hours daily. Are you okay? And you want to make it in life? And you are envisioning the Warren Buffett? You are envisioning the Bill Gates? Go and check their secrets. It's your legitimate right. But do you know that by the time you sleep an average of 6 to 8 hours daily, and when you are 40 years, you have already wasted 10 to 13 years of your life sleeping. At 40 years, anyone that sleeps an average of 6 to 8 years and 6 to 8 hours, over 10 to 13 years of your life, you were sleeping. 1/3 of your 48 years, you use it in sleeping. So if we have our mentors, our people that we look upon today, sleep an average 4 hours, 5 hours, please stay awake. Except you don't have a burning desire. Stop. Many of us, whatever God has helped us to achieve, and whatever many on this platform are achieving, it is not luck. Go and check people's secrets. You sleep morning, you sleep afternoon, it is your life. You Facebook, no value. Discipline life is critical. It might be legitimate, but please, it might not be profitable to you. Another challenge many people have is they are not committed, no commitment in their vision, no commitment in their goals. Without a strong commitment to your goals, it can be easy to give up when faced with challenges or setbacks. Remind yourself regularly why your goals are important to you and stay focused on the long-term benefit of achieving them. It is very, very important. Please, for those joining on on WhatsApp, I encourage you, please stay muted. We'll really appreciate that. Now, the next point is failing to increase your income level to meet your growth plans. That's another reason why people may not achieve their goals. That's why another people may not achieve their plans. Because you have set a goal, you have set a plan, but you are failing to increase your income because your goal may require resources. Your goal may require, so you need to also increase your income. Have you set a 5-year plan of what is your current income level per year? And what do you want to become next in the next 5 years? Do you have that? Write it down now if you don't. For you that you are still in school, start imagining and start thinking for the things you will do. How do you want to achieve it? You want to achieve your goals, it might require resources. It might require resources, please. There are some things you may not be able to do some years ago, but today you can do it. Why? Because you have the resources. Now, there are bigger goals you may have tomorrow that might require another resources. So build your income level. It is very important. I put here, I said, many are in the messes of the organization and boss. You can be sacked anytime because you bring no value to the organization. No salary increase, no business because you lack initiative. You are owning your business, no initiative. You own your own business. You go to your business, you open 10 a.m., you close 4 p.m. Are you okay? You should not be part of this mentorship class. Anyone on his own business, except you have people that are managing it and you are sitting as the boss. Even as the boss, go and ask Dangote. Go and ask people that are doing well. If they sit home and even if they don't come to the office place, they are already building networks and relationships in their comfort of their homes. You own your business and you want your income to increase and you are opening your shop. You own a fashion design. You own whatever you own, and you are just opening it for 3 hours a day. When they ask you, you say you are training, you are feeding, cooking for your father. You are cooking for your mother. When you are in school, is your father not eating? Is your mother not eating? We just give flimsy excuses on our own personal comfort. It's an awakening to everybody. It's an awakening. No matter your level, no matter where you are, there is something that should pull you to propel you. Don't tell me it's the economy of Ghana. Don't tell me it's the economy of Mozambique. Don't tell me it's the economy of Nigeria. No. People are striving. People are striving on daily basis. My mom, she is getting to her 70 years. My mom is doing fishery. My mom is doing poultry. We are begging this old woman, Mama, relax. Everything you want to eat, God has given you. She's doing it. Why? She understood the value of work. She understood the value of also creating an impact. My mom at that age painted the whole church at a particular year with her own money. She didn't collect money from her children. So if my mom getting to 70 can understand this value, what excuse do we have? Please, I'm encouraging everyone here. My intention for us is that we are, I want to get you angry positively. That's my intention. I'm not here to cajole you. I'm not here. I don't want you to get to your comfort. I want to make you feel heated this evening. That whatever you may have achieved, you are not there yet. No matter what you have achieved, if you think you are there, you are not there yet. And we went through that in our teaching last week. So, rub off your success and move on to the next level. to increase your income level, very critical. The next point, another reason why many people may not achieve their goals is fear of failure and low self-esteem in life. Many of us, our problem is fear. Fear of failure. The fear of failure can be paralyzing and prevent people from taking necessary risks to achieve their goals. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity and stepping stones towards success. I think we went through that in our last class. So if you want to know more about failure, please go through the audio recording of sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Now, I'm also encouraging you to stay resilient and keep pushing forward even when things get tough. And for many of us on this platform, my encouragement is look for this book, Tough Times Never Last, but Tough People Do, by Robert Schuller. That book will help you, particularly for those young people here. Read that book. The book is going to help you a lot. Tough Times Never Last, Tough People Do. Please understand that don't allow self-esteem, low esteem to affect you. You are hiding. You are hiding. You don't even have confidence in yourself. You are hiding. You know, many are just in their cocoon. They are not ready to be cooked out. For how long are you going to keep remaining where you are? No, you can't. They ask you, why are you not doing this? I don't want. I'm still observing. You are observing. You are in an environment, you are in an office, you are in an environment where you can impact, and you are observing 3 months, 1 year. I can never be anywhere within 2 weeks. If you can't recognize me, I am irrelevant. I find that, and I keep telling people, don't see me as a competitor. If you see me as a competitor, then you are making a mistake. I don't compete with anybody. My competition is with myself. Every day I tell myself, James, what is the next thing to do? What is the next thing to do, James? So see yourself as competing with yourself. Remove the low self-esteem and build your confidence level, please. The next point. For you to achieve your success, external distractions and avoid external distractions and lack of flexibility. Don't allow people to distract you. Life is full of distractions. Today there is Europe. Tomorrow there is Premier League. I am a passionate footballer. I love football. Me. Champions League was going on in my house here. We didn't own the television. I don't have the time. It's good. I'm not saying if you're a fan of sport, you shouldn't. But please understand that it is so important for you to understand what is the value at the moment. Distractions, no. Don't allow life to distract you. Don't allow people to distract you. Don't allow your environment to distract you. Identify the potential distractions and create boundaries to minimize their impact on your focus and productivity. Create boundaries. Set boundaries. It's so important. Set boundaries. It's so important to set boundaries. Part of those boundaries are the distractions are your friends. A friend will come and sit with you 3 hours, 4 hours. What are you talking about? No value. 3, 4 hours on daily basis. No. Set boundaries. The next point. Stay flexible and be open to adjusting your plans as needed to stay on course towards your long-term goals. There is a need for flexibility. If it is not going this way, don't be rigid. Don't be too rigid. Don't be too rigid. Just open up a flexibility. Give an opportunity for change. Adaptability is so important. So those are 7 points that I have provided. And some of these I got them from studies from Brian Tracy, studies from online and other places, and also including some other inputs from my own self. Now, the next point I want us to look at, what are the consequences if you don't achieve your plan and your goals in life? What would happen? Would anything happen? Something would happen. What will happen? Number one, regret and disappointment. That's the first thing that will happen. One of the consequences of not achieving a plan and a goal is that you are going to regret it. You are going to feel disappointment. I'm not speaking bad about you. I'm telling you now so that you don't do this. The next 5 years, don't start telling some of us that it is a luck. I used to know him. I used to know that person. She used to be in the mentorship class. Also, let us begin to speak about you the next 5 years. We don't want you to regret. We don't want you to be a beggar. We don't want you to feel disappointed. So you need to set a goal today so that your next 5 years or next 10 years will be valuable. And I'm not trying to speak every negative to anyone, that even if you don't, but please understand, except you want to stay stagnant, and we're going to come to that. That's the second point. Except you are not ready to grow, then there is no even need for you to be on this mentorship class. This mentorship class is not meant for people that want to be stagnant. You want to be stagnant, you don't want to grow, this is not where you should be. It might be free. Please, you may be wasting your time and wasting our time. It is meant for people that are ready to grow, people that are ready to improve, people that are earning $2,000 today, earning $5,000 today, and they say in the next 5 years, I want to jump to $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. That's the people we want on this platform. We don't want people that have no vision. That's not what we are looking for. So the regret and disappointment is key. Be conscious of that. Number 2, stagnation and lack of progress. That's another challenge. Without working towards your long-term goals, you may find yourself stuck in the rut, feeling like you are not progressing or growing in life. This can lead to a sense of stagnation and lack of fulfillment. It's so important. So please, stagnation and lack is very, very important. Don't get yourself to the point of stagnation or no progress. No. The next consequences, if you don't set plan, is that there would be what we call missed opportunities. There are opportunities that are coming every day. Every day opportunities are coming. Failing to achieve your long-term goals, your 5-year plans may result in missed opportunities for personal and professional growth. You may miss out on the chances for advancement. You may miss out on chances of learning a new skill. You may miss out on chances of new experiences that could enrich your life. Many people, it is just getting that certificate that help them to get the next appointment, the next opportunity. So don't miss the opportunity. Then the number 4 consequence, fear to attempt something new. When you fail to achieve your goals now, there will be fear. You will not want to achieve. You will not even want to set any new goals again. There will no longer be ambitions for you to set goals. And we don't want that to happen. So please build a confidence level and the willpower for you to drive something new. Don't allow your fear to put you down. The next point, and I think that might be, we have 2 more points and 2 more subtopics so that we round up. Why you need to achieve your goals and stay motivated in your plans. Why do you need it? We have spoken about the pitfalls, the challenges, the reason why if you don't plan, the reason that you may fail in your planning and the consequences that it may occur. So now, why do you need to plan? Why are we talking about setting goals, setting plans? Why? 1, it will make a huge difference in your life and career when you do that. Imagine you have that degree now. Imagine you close another investment deal now. How will you feel? So when you set a goal, it will make a big difference in your life and career. Please check the last 10 years of your life and now start imagining your next 10 years and picture it and imagine what you will become by then. Number 2, it will help you identify the power of your why and the how to overcome your challenges, your fear, your obstacles to achieve the set goals. Many of us, one of the things when you achieve your goals, you will know the why. The why helps you. Why do I want to achieve this? Why do I want to go to, become a pilot? Why do I want to become a chartered accountant? Why do I want to become a business guru? Why? Your why will help you. And when you know the why, your how to achieve it will be easy. And it is going to build a momentum. Step by step, you will start getting to your moon, step by step, because it empowers you for your why. The next one, it motivates you to set another goal. So that's the reason. You now know that, wow, it's so easy to achieve my 5-year goals. So let me set another one. It's so easy to achieve my 2024 goals. So let me set another one. It's so easy. Another point, it opens new doors for opportunities and increase your income. That's it. When you set goals, new opportunities are open, new doors are open, your income is increased. You are not going to share the money with anyone if you don't want to. You are going to be the one living the kind of life you want to live, eating the kind of food you want to, driving the kind of car, staying in a lovely environment that you want to, giving the best for your life, for your children, taking care of your family. You would enjoy life. That's why we want you to do that. We don't want you to be pitied. The economic of nations will continue to go bad, but people are still making it. No matter how tough the economic is, in every nation, people are still making it. They are not stealing. It's not everybody that is stealing. People are making money. I was listening to Dr. Mensah Ontabi. He was saying people are in Ghana, they are making millions. Organizations are even looking for people to employ, to pay them in millions per year. Now, you may be imagining it. I'm telling you, people, that's the what. You need to get to those levels. And we all can. It's just a matter of time. But that time is what? Building the capacity. What is your what? What is your value? Building it is very critical. The next point, you desire to do more. There is a power for desire. Desire is the only real limit to your abilities. This is a quote I picked from Brian Tracy. Desire is the only real limit to your abilities. It keeps you hungry for growth and success in life. Desire pushes you from the inside. That's the passion of desire. I am speaking this way because there is a desire. This is one of my goals in life. I am doing this mentorship and you could see the passion in me. Why? Because there is a fulfillment. And what is my profit? My profit is getting feedback from people and seeing the success and growth that God is helping me in this platform to be a change maker, for me to be a helper and a molder of people to, destinies. That's my passion. That's the reason I'm speaking this way. I don't want us to get to that level of in our next few years, we get to the point where we are now looking for you and you are nowhere to be found. No. So your desire drives you. When you write down what you want in life and you continue to walk and think about it, there is a force of attraction that comes to you, and within a short time, you will have what you wanted. There is a force of attraction. That's why you need to write your goals. That's why you need to envision it. Brian Tracy was saying that imagine you want a red car. Every time you talk about a red car, with time you will own a red car. Why? Because the force of attraction will get the red car to you. There are many things, many of us, one day you were telling yourself, I want to become a degree holder. Today you have a degree. So what is the next attractive things that you are dreaming of? Why are you no longer dreaming about it? What has stopped you from desiring it? You want to go to the field of politics, what is stopping you? You want to go to the field of business, what is stopping you? There is an attraction that comes as a result of what you desire. The first step is you desire it. I can't desire it for you. Your father can't desire it for you. Your boss can't desire it for you. If you're not ready to become a manager tomorrow, you can't become it. If you're not ready to become a leader in your field, you can't be it. You have to dream it. You have to desire it. I was listening to my pastor today. He was saying it, that he desired to see himself at the top. And it has always been like that. It comes with desire. It is not prayer and fasting. Your passion is what will drive it. The next point, no, still continuing on desire. It says you will have what you wanted. You must be impatient of your current level, and your desire will drive you to your next level. Please be impatient of your current level. Are we not saying you should thank God? Thank God for where you are, but start thinking of where you will be the next time. Start thinking. Your desire must be personal. I can't desire for you. Your desire must be burning. Your desire must be intense. Your desire must be passionate. It must be burning. It must be passionate. If you're in the field of information technology, go and build capacity. Go and build yourself in that field. Go and build yourself. Stop getting scared of AI and being scared in an organization. My boss don't like me. There is no boss that will not like a best working staff. I have worked with the toughest people. I have had the privilege of leading people. I know this secret. Every boss wants the person that will do his job. Why would your boss not like you? When will not get angry with you? When he gives you a task, you spend 4 hours and you bring it, your boss has to restart again. No input, no creativity. And they are just giving me the job. Am I the only one? Please create a desire. Love the job you do. If you're not ready, get out from the job. Resign and get another thing to do. It's so important. I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm just trying for you to see that you need to take the responsibility yourself. And we'll be happy to take questions when the need arise. The final part. Now, we've talked about the need for you to, the benefit of setting goals. We talked about the implication of not setting goals. We talked about the consequences. We talked about what may happen when you don't set goals. Now, many of us, you may still be in that situation that, why do I need to set goals? Now I know I need to set goals. How do I go about it? How do I achieve my goals? What should I do? So we put here another way to set your goals and plans for the next 5 years. That is, if you had listened to the part 1 of this teaching, which I've recommended to everyone, I have put together more than 10 areas that you can set your goals. Now, let's assume that you have listened to it and still you are unable to put those goals down. Please listen to this. This would help you. I have 4 items here. Number 1, you should start asking questions that reflect your true values. What are your true values? Start asking sincere questions that reflect your true value. Number 1 question. Imagine you have only 1 year to live on this earth. Now, all of us here, listen. Just imagine that you only have 360 days to live on this earth from today. Just imagine that first. That you have 1 year to live. Who will you spend more time with before you die? I don't need you to answer me. Answer those questions yourself. Imagine I have the next 1 year to live. Who is that person, or who are the people I'm going to spend more time with before I die? Number 2, imagine I have the next 1 year to live on this earth. What will I do more within the next 1 year? And what will I do less? What is that thing that I will do more? And what is that thing that you will not do? Are you going to be watching football more that had no value to you? Or are you going to be watching football less when you have 1 year to live? Are you going to start building that your dream for your children? Building the next, raising income to establish your children. Now, I'm just there because at times is good for you. Don't say it is not my portion. Please forget all this tradition. We are not saying anybody is that, but please put yourself in this. And the reason we are asking you to do this is because when you picture the next 1 year, that if you are going to die, what would you do more? That is the area you should start planning for now. So I am putting this question to you so that you can start writing down. The next question is, what do you want to be remembered for in the next 1 year if you are going to die? If you will not be on this earth, what would James be remembered for? What would Ina be remembered for? What would Isabel be remembered for? What would Aliyu be remembered for? What would Hamidatu be remembered for? What would Martins be remembered for? What would Omotola be remembered for? Ask yourself those questions. What are you going to be remembered for the next 1 year if you are going to die? The next one, what will you strive to achieve? What would you want to achieve? Which is the same as what would you be remembered for? Whatever comes to the top of your mind as I ask you these sincere questions, these are the aspects that truly reflect your values. So write them down now. Who do you want to spend your time with? Is it your family? So plan to spend time with your family now and not sitting with friends, hanging out on a draft table, on a beer parlor, or on a hanging out places without valuing your family. Are they the ones you will spend time with in the next 1 year? No. Think about these things and start writing them now. Number 2 question. If you have $1 million, now, please envision this. When I'm asking this question, I want you to picture you owning $1 million today. Free money, you didn't steal it. It is you check your bank account, and James has $1 million. Isaac has $1 million today. Fidelia has $1 million today. Anu has $1 million today. If you have $1 million in your bank account, what will you do with that money? Can you answer that question? What would you do with $1 million? Many of us, if you get $1 million today, within the next 5 years, your matter will be worse than the prodigal son. Why? No plan, no vision. When we started this section, I think in earlier the year, I think it was also during the part 1 of this, someone asked me that if I have 10,000 today, what will I do? I told him my plan already for 2024 is even beyond $80,000. So 10,000 is too small of my plan. If I have $1 million today, I already know what I will do. I'm being honest to you all. $1 million, I already have it well structured, well planned. Please have a plan today. Many, when they get $1 million, many people will even die immediately because they have never imagined to own $1 million in their generation. Are you seeing how you are limiting yourself? Do you know there are some kind of money you will see in your account that may make you to faint? You will not be able to eat. I'm being honest to you. Clean money, not stealing. You didn't steal. You didn't kidnap anybody. So start, and that's where you need to build your capacity. You need to build your goals to start seeing it. If we give you 1 million today, what will you do if you don't have a plan? No charity plan, no goals, no people you want to impact. You don't want to create an opportunity. You don't want to be an impact to people. You will not be able to utilize the money. No investment plan, nothing. My number 3 question. What do you want to do that you are scared? Ask yourself that question. What has been that one thing, that 2 things that you want to do that you are scared of? That thing is the next level for your greatness. Whatever that is making you scared is what has kept you stagnant. One of us on this platform, one of our biggest challenge, was having a challenge at a particular period of during her master's, And she conquered that scare. And today she overcame it. What is that one thing that you want to do? Confront your fear today. Don't procrastinate tomorrow. You know it. I can't know it for you. I can't know it for you. Please, you know it. Write down that thing you are scared of. That is the next thing you should confront and overcome. The final one. What do you enjoy doing all the days of your life? So assuming you are not going to die again, what is it that you enjoy doing? That's your area that you should plan for. Do you enjoy training, staying with children? Then start thinking of owning a school. Start thinking of owning a motherless home or whatever. Think of something. If my passion is in speaking, and I'm already identifying my field there. By the grace of God, there is nobody I talk to. I'm not wasting people's time here, and you know that. So I am already identifying my place. Identify what you enjoy doing. Identify it. And how do you know? People will tell you your strengths. People will tell you who you are. People will tell you. Identify what you enjoy doing and start doing it now. Thank you so much. It's really been a great time. And I want to believe you have benefited again in the section today. Thank you so much. I want to thank everyone again.